The Tulsa City Council will vote tonight on an ordinance that would make the city's anti-discrimination policies more detailed and uniform when it comes to things like sexual orientation and gender identity.
News on 6's Matt Ron talked with a city councilor who is supporting this ordinance as well as a group that's against it. Matt?
That's right, Lori. Tonight's vote is happening after last week's vote was postponed after there was a lot of discussion and confusion on the ordinance. There are already policies within the City of Tulsa that prevent discrimination based on qualifiers like race, religion, or sex, but Councilor Crista Patrick says not all the policies say the same thing.
There were quite a few sections. Age was left out. There's a section that religion was left out. The veterans have never been included. There were several sections that gender identity, sexual orientation were left out.
Her proposed ordinance would update the city's policies on equal housing, employment, and city contractors, so they all include, among other things, sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. Patrick says adding these terms is still in line with federal equal employment opportunity rules. In 2021, President Biden issued an executive order in line with a 2020 Supreme Court decision that says discrimination because of sex covers gender identity and sexual orientation.
Because unfortunately, there are people in the world that, unless it specifically says, they don't think it applies. Whereas the majority of citizens don't need explicit terms, there are some people that do.
The ordinance is receiving pushback from the Association of Oklahoma General Contractors. Executive Director Bobby Stem says this isn't about LGBTQ rights, it's about keeping city contracts streamlined.
We'll treat everybody equal. Let's go build some roads and bridges. The more convoluted our contracts are, the more difficult they are to execute, the more challenges we have with the City of Tulsa, the less likely contractors are to come in here and compete.
In today's 2:30 Public Works Committee meeting, City Council members spent almost an hour talking about gender expression. Some councilors brought up concerns about whether or not that language should be included in the changes. Now, city councilors and members of the public are still in this meeting here at City Hall. They're currently in the 1 hour long public comment section. Reporting live in Tulsa, Matt Ron, Oklahoma's Own News on 6.